The ocean is vitally important for us as humans and in fact the planet as a whole. So the increase of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere and the increase of temperature and climate change has multiple different consequences in the ocean. So we have sea level rise, which means our coastal areas are being flooded by salty water. We have additional storms and increased intensity of those storms. But we also have a really direct impact. Poorly managed fisheries has really dramatic impacts on the ocean. Each of those having their unique consequences on the life in and around the ocean. If things continue as they are, by the start of the next century, sea level will have risen over 1 metre. Sea level rise comes from two parts: the melting of the ice and the thermal expansion of the ocean water. So as air temperature rises, so does the ocean, and as the water warms, it expands, and this creates an additional sea level rise. With just a 3 degrees temperature rise, by 2100, the Greenland ice sheet will have melted, and that will contribute about 9 centimetres to sea level. The additional melt from glaciers will contribute about 19 centimetres to sea level, but thermal expansion will contribute an additional 40 centimetres. The additional sea level rise is going to cause massive consequences to communities across the planet. So we would expect flooding and even whole communities and towns to disappear. If we can keep temperature rise to about 1.5 degrees, then we can limit the sea level rise to about 1/3 of the current predictions. This is going to have a massive impact, and although it's going to be difficult, but will be managed much more effectively than if we do nothing. So now we need to listen to the ocean and communities that rely on it and be able to put our ingenuity into making sure that we can come up with solutions that work for us now, but critically for our future generations.